are many other commonalities that unite them. The two of them have an uncanny ability to throw a party. You can turn coal dust into diamonds when it comes to making the best of any situations. Like for the last 6 months, when you guys created an entire backyard club, dance club. A socially distanced dance club, I might add. Complete with a tiki bar, uplighting that would shame the Academy Awards, Christmas lights that would make Clark Griswold jealous, and a slew of lawn games that could host the set of Nickelodeon's Double Dare. The moment stuck out for both of them. Aubree said that this was a moment that demonstrated just how well they worked together. That in that moment, all cylinders were firing and everything clicked. What an incredible demonstration. That no matter how difficult things get, you always know the two of you will make it out on the other side, chilling with floaties in your above ground pool. 15 years, when these two realized their dream of owning an event space together, which I highly recommend they call Blair Bear in the Elvish Party Palace, it's sure to be a success, and not because of who the two of you are, but because of who the two of you become when you work together. Vows time. Oh no, there's no way.
Oh, okay. They have like lots of water. You're gonna hold it.
That's the pages I need.
So it's funny because you'll notice that Scott's statement and my vows are actually very similar, which I think goes to prove his point. Okay, Blair. A few days ago, I opened up a book about the secret language of relationships. I jokingly said, let's see what it says about us. And I flipped to the page with our birthdays. What I saw instantly made me smile. Our title said, A Force for Positive Change. The section explained that if your expansive vision and my leadership skills melt together, we can be a force for positive change. Kindness, affection are likely between us, and you are able to provide the patience and understanding that I require. The book said that we were destined to be great friends, even after the romance fades away. As soon as I read our section, I knew I had to add it to my vows. The book had so accurately put into words what I have felt and what I have seen over the last 4 years. Together, we complete one another. Together, we balance each other out. This quote from Modern Family reminded me of us. Phil said, there are dreamers and there are realists in this world. You think the dreamers would find the dreamers and the realists would find the realists. But more often than not, the opposite is true. You see, the dreamers need the realists to keep them from soaring too close to the sun. And the realists, well, without the dreamers, they might never get off the ground. You are the dreamer, and I am the realist. You're water, stable and nourishing, and I'm fire, passionate and bold. You're spontaneous, while I'm more thoughtful. But because of this balance, we work as a unit. We complete what the other person is missing, like a piece of a puzzle that fits perfectly into place. You eat the piece of pizza and never finish the crust, while I only eat the crust and leave the piece of pizza. You're great at the bigger picture, while I obsess over the little details that make a splash. You always buy the birthday card, and I always show up with the tissue and paper. Perfect compliments. Yet even though we can be different and are from opposite sides of the country, we are alike in so many ways. Our humor is the same, our passions are the same, our morals are the same, our ethics are the same, our religious code is the same, our dreams are the same. We share a deep connection that goes beyond most ordinary relationships. You're the yin to my yang. Never in my life have I been complimented so much on a relationship. From close friends saying it's so beautiful to see a true partnership, to random people at Red Rocks coming up to us and saying, you've been elected the MVP of the show. We've been watching you all night. You guys are the cutest. It seems no matter where we go, people can feel our energy and balance, a force for positive change. What they feel is two people who respect and love each other enough to let them fly on their own, but also come back together when ready. Separately, we are great. Together, we are magical. I knew from the first day we talked there was something special about you. Something rare in today's world. You were a true gentleman. You were kind, respectful, and genuine. You listened to what I had to say and you contributed thoughtful stories back. The first time we ever talked at Low High Music Festival was a glimpse into what our relationship would look like. We laughed and talked like dear old friends. Was a deep connection, even though we barely knew each other. It was as if I had found my conversation partner, the person I could talk to for hours and hours and still be enthralled with what's next. Plus, you were easy on the eyes. The added bonus is we had the same sense of humor. Dad jokes. You loved telling them, and I loved hearing them. All right. During the beginning of our relationship, not only did you open all the doors for me, but you respected my heart and boundaries, all while being authentically yourself. I learned early on that you were compassionate, true to your word, and someone I could trust and rely on. That unlocked my heart. And I knew by New Year's 2016, 6 months after meeting you, that I was going to marry you. Okay, as we start this next chapter, I promise to always laugh at your cheesy jokes. Be patient when you yell at bad Denver drivers. Be helpful when you're stressed and overwhelmed with work. Be gentle when your heart is aching. Be independent so that you can shine as a social butterfly. Be witty so I can keep you on your toes. Be competitive so we never get complacent. Be sexy so I can make your heart skip a beat. Be open-minded so that we can practice going with the flow when things don't go right. Be vulnerable so you know how much you mean to me on a daily basis. Be spontaneous so that we can feel wild and free when life gets mundane. And most importantly, to be quiet when I know a really juicy spoiler. But in all seriousness, I promise to always have your back, just like how you've always had mine. Blair, being with you for the last 4 years has been the greatest joy of my life. You have introduced me to so many new things and have helped me become the best version of myself. You have contributed to my true, authentic self coming out. And when I'm with you, I literally light up. You flow with me, you jive with me, you dance with me, you cuddle with me, you comfort me. You are my best friend. Together, we are a force for positive change.
That's not going to be easy to follow. What do you think, Blair? Cool. I originally had a long backstory about how we met, but I decided I didn't want to reflect on the past. However, look toward the future. We can learn a lot about our past, but the future is where we'll be spending all of our time from here on out. The past can be very difficult. It can hurt us. It can bring us happiness. It can teach us lessons. It can be a reminder that the future is unknown. And all we can do is love one another as deeply as possible, guide one another during the times that we feel lost, and support and be there for each other when the going gets tough. If there's anything I've learned from the past is that you can't predict the future. Life is going to throw us major curveballs. It's going to test us every day. It's not going to make things easy. But I know as long as we have each other, we will get through all of that. I will always be here for you, whether you like it or not. When the future scares you, please remember all of these words. I'm here for you. I will always be your rock. I love you so very much. I have never loved anyone, not even the Philadelphia Eagles, the way I love you.
Wow.
You always keep me on my toes. You are the most passionate person I have ever met in all of the best ways, and there's no one who matches how deeply caring you are. I am so blessed and honored that you have chosen me to be your husband. Aubree, I vow to always keep that spark lit that guided us through those early days.
to keep making you laugh and smile, whether it be through Facebook Messenger texts, when apart or lying in bed next to each other at night, to be the calm to your storm, to help guide and assist you through all of life's challenges, to be the person you can count on no matter what the circumstance, to help guide, keep an open mind and open heart while sharing new adventures and experiences with one another, to travel the world if the world ever allows us to travel again, to listen to you when our dog needs his teeth cleaned, to whiten my teeth when they need to sparkle. Teeth are very important. To apply skin cream on my face to keep me looking youthful. To always have a beard on my face as long as the hair on my head keeps falling out. To never stop watching Below Deck together. To go to the opening night shows of all the new Marvel movies once theaters are a thing again. To power through all the new Netflix shows in 3 days when it should take us 3 weeks. To be your concert buddy and poster tube holder while dressed in all of the most eye-catching and lit-up outfits. But most importantly, I vow to always be your best friend, your companion, your confidant, and your partner for all of our years ahead. This is my unbreakable vow to you. I will always love you and be there for you from this day forward until the end of time. And as the late great Buddy Holly wrote and performed by the Grateful Dead, I want to tell you how it's going to be. You're going to give your love to me. I want to love you night and day. You know my love will not fade away.
Oh, yeah!
All right. How are you guys holding up? Well, I know Emily's struggling. This is the really fun part, guys. Okay, guys. We're going to start with you, Blair. Do you, Blair, take Aubree to be your wife, to lift her up when she is down, to congratulate her when she succeeds, to buy her concert tickets at 10 a.m. if she's too busy to do it, to never stop loving bright and colorful lights, to always be her partner, her biggest supporter, and most importantly, best friend, from this day forward, through all of your adventures in life together?
I do.
Aubree, do you take Blair to be your husband, to lift him up when he is down, to congratulate him when he succeeds, to buy concert tickets right at 10 a.m. if he's too busy, to never stop loving bright and colorful lights, to always be his partner and his biggest supporter, and most importantly, best friend, from this day forward, to all of your adventures in life together?
I do.
Could you guys pass over the rings, Kelly? And ready? These rings are universal symbols of marriage. They mean many things. From now on, you will wear these rings and they will remind you of the endless circle that they are. Like love, there's no beginning and there's no end. They will remind you daily that you are married. Sometimes they will remind you of the commitment you have made for better or for worse, but they always remind you that there is one other person in this world that has pledged to love you forever, through thick and through thin, with all that they have. Blair, repeat after me. Aubree, I give you this ring.
Aubree, I give you this ring.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I ever will be.
And all that I ever will be.
Wear it and know.
Wear it and know.
That I love you. With this ring.
With this ring.
I marry you. Aubree, repeat after me. Blair, I give you this ring.
Blair, I give you this ring.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I ever will be.
And all that I ever will be.
Wear it and know.
Wear it and know.
That I love you.
I love you.
With this ring.
With this ring.
I marry you.
I marry you.
Aubree and Blair, may all your days be blessed with love and friendship. May each day and night of your lives be a brand new beginning. May your home be filled with laughter and the warm embrace of a summer's day. May you find peacefulness and beauty, challenge and satisfaction, humor and insight, healing and renewal, love and wisdom, as in a quiet heart. And may you always know that you have enough. Ready? You get the glass in front of Blair. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting real close. There's some really important rules that need to be had here. So, after I announce these two as a wedded couple, we are going to step on the glass and everybody's to shout Mazel Tov or congratulations or whatever you will in complete jubilee for these two. And also at that moment, all of my smoke bombers, get your smoke bombs ready. And as we say Mazel Tov, we are going to pull those guys as they march out. Are you ready? You got by? Aubree wants me to mention that there's a fair amount of sparks that come with these.
Water buckets are
buckets are here and be safe.
there and one
Fire
there.
department's around the
Straight
corner.
up.
Yeah.
Arms up,
Straight up,
Okay.
someone's
Pull
face,
hard.
please.
Yeah, straight.
It is my great pleasure to acknowledge your union as husband and wife. You may now seal your marriage with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Aubree and Blair Watkins.
Mazel tov.
Cause only your good love can set me free. Come set me free. Come set me free.